Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Andy Cohen challenges Erika after she disses Garcelle. What more do you want? The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion is heating up as Erika Jayne and Garcelle Beauvais confront each other about comments made on season 14. The gloves are already off on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 14 reunion. The above preview of Part 1, airing Tuesday, April 1 on Bravo, teases a potential end to Garcelle Beauvais' friendship with Erika Jayne, who is going after her for not being interesting enough. We want the juicy scoop, like what's happening. Erika says before adding that Garcelle could at least share with the cameras who she's dating. But Garcelle replies that she's only been on a few dates, and very little has come of her efforts. Like there's nothing that I'm not showing, honestly, she insists. This is when host Andy Cohen comes to Garcelle's defense, asking Erika, "What more do you want?" To this, Erika replies, "I wish you were more interesting, I guess." Erika's curt response elicits a few shocked looks from the cast, including Bozoma St. John, who mutters, "Damn." Stung by the comment, Garcelle says, "Well, that's a thing to say, Erika." Garcelle notes that she thought her and Erika's friendship was in a better place this season, but now she's second-guessing how close they really are. After Erika and Garcelle's back and forth, Kyle Richards is dragged in when Erika points out that she, Kyle, and Dorit Kemsley have gone through really public, ugly divorces, but Garcelle hasn't shown anything remotely similar. Garcelle notes that her divorce happened prior to her becoming a diamond holder, but this isn't good enough for Kyle and Erika. "My issue is that you have said, Kyle is not showing us her life. I have been showing so much of my life for so long. I have shown for 14 years, my relationships with my family, falling out with my family, problems in my marriage. Going through this separation has been the hardest thing I've ever gone through. And then you've said many times, well, why hasn't Kyle showed us what's really going on?" Kyle explains, adding, "And you just said, what more do you want me to tell you, Erika? What more can I show of my life?" Since the reunion filmed on February 28, Garcelle has announced her decision to step back from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, saying in an Instagram video that she wants to focus on her career and spending time with her sons, Jax and Jade Nilan. "Their last year of high school is next year, and I want to be a part of that. And Jade is starting a new career, and I want to be a part of that too," she explained, referencing Jade's recently launched modeling career. However, the actress also noted that this isn't a goodbye, it's a see you later. Andy Cohen says I can come back anytime. The door will always be open. So you never know, I might pop back in sometime, she shared. Andy himself confirmed that he and Garcelle remain on good terms after the reunion, saying that they had a really heartfelt conversation about her decision to leave the show. Find out what he revealed about their conversation. The drama on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills never seems to stop, and the most recent jaw-dropping moment unfolded during the much-anticipated reunion special. Andy Cohen, the ever-quick-witted and fearless host, found himself in the middle of a tense showdown between Erika Jayne and Garcelle Beauvais. As the group navigated the controversial moments of the season, it was clear that the tensions were reaching a boiling point. Erika, who has long been known for her sharp tongue and unapologetic demeanor, seemed to have reached new heights of confrontation this time around. The drama started when Garcelle, who had long stood her ground in the face of Erika's fiery remarks, finally had enough. During a heated exchange, Garcelle made a powerful statement, calling out Erika's behavior over the course of the season. "I've been patient with you, Erika, but your words and actions this season have been hurtful. It's time to own it," Garcelle said, her voice unwavering. This moment of clarity from Garcelle seemed to strike a nerve with Erika, and what followed was an explosion of emotions, insults, and accusations that made the reunion even more explosive than anyone had expected. Erika's reaction was swift. "I don't need to own anything, Garcelle," she shot back, her voice dripping with sarcasm. You're the one who always wants to make me the villain. What's your angle here? Her sharp tone echoed in the studio as the rest of the cast looked on, visibly stunned by the hostility. It was at this point that Andy Cohen, known for playing mediator when necessary, stepped in with a pointed question. His face remained neutral, but his eyes showed no hesitation as he addressed Erika directly. Garcelle has tried time and again to engage with you. What else are you expecting from her? The question hung in the air, and the room went quiet for a split second. Everyone knew that this was the kind of question that could either diffuse the tension or send it spiraling even further. Erika, clearly caught off guard by Andy's directness, paused for a moment before replying with an almost incredulous look. More? Erika scoffed. I'm tired of being put in this box where I'm the bad guy. Every time I speak my truth, I'm attacked for it. I've been through hell this year. Why should I apologize for surviving? Andy's expression softened for a moment, understanding the gravity of Erika's personal life, which had been marred by both legal and emotional turmoil. But at the same time, Andy knew that the show's viewers weren't just tuning in for raw emotional outbursts. They wanted resolution, honesty, and clarity. And Garcelle hasn't been through her own struggles. Andy countered, his voice calm but piercing. She has every right to speak her truth just as you do. But the difference is, she hasn't been coming after you with the kind of venom you've directed at her. You've called her names, belittled her, and made her feel like she doesn't belong. And she's still trying to extend an olive branch. Erika's eyes narrowed as Andy's words seemed to hit a nerve. She shifted in her seat, clearly wrestling with the emotions that had been building up throughout the reunion. She was no longer speaking with the same swagger and confidence that had been her trademark during the season. Now she looked like a woman forced to reckon with the consequences of her actions. I didn't mean to hurt Garcelle, Erika finally admitted, her voice lower than it had been before. But I was angry, and I said things I shouldn't have said. But I'm not the only one who's been hurt here. You all don't know what it's like to be in my shoes. Andy, never one to back down, raised his eyebrows and leaned forward. I get that you've had a rough year, Erika. But that doesn't mean you get a free pass to treat people poorly. Garcelle didn't come at you first. She didn't attack you. She tried to be your friend. You have to see that. You can't keep throwing all your pain onto others and expect them to just take it without responding. The entire room was silent. It was clear that this was a pivotal moment in the reunion, and the cast members could feel the weight of the conversation. For once, Erika seemed to be lost for words, her usual defenses temporarily crumbling under the intensity of Andy's interrogation. I just want to be heard, Andy, Erika said quietly, her voice tinged with vulnerability. I've been through so much, and I just want to be able to speak without feeling like I'm being judged for it. Andy nodded, acknowledging the complexity of Erika's feelings. I understand that, Erika. But there's a difference between being heard and being destructive. There's a way to speak your truth without tearing other people down in the process. Garcelle's been there for you when it mattered. Don't push her away. Erika's eyes welled up slightly, a moment of raw emotion surfacing as she reflected on Andy's words. The hard edge in her demeanor softened just a touch, and for a brief moment, it seemed like Erika might be ready to confront her own behavior more honestly. I don't know what to say, she admitted, wiping away a tear that threatened to fall. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I've been in survival mode. But I'll try. I'll try to do better. Garcelle, who had been quietly listening from across the room, nodded slowly. I appreciate that, Erika. We all have our battles, but we can't keep hurting each other in the process. It wasn't a full reconciliation, but it was a step toward understanding. The reunion ended on a more subdued note than expected, with Erika acknowledging her role in the season's drama and Garcelle finding the strength to offer a measure of forgiveness. As the cameras faded out and the cast members exited the stage, viewers were left with the powerful reminder that even in the world of reality TV, human emotions are real and growth is possible. In the end, Andy Cohen had done more than just facilitate a conversation. He had sparked a pivotal moment of self-reflection. And while the road to true reconciliation might be long, this reunion marked a significant turning point in the complicated dynamics of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. One thing was for sure: when Andy Cohen throws down the gauntlet, the answers are never simple, but they're always entertaining.